The more we come together, the more we unify, the more we can resolve a lot of differences.
Gun violence in Baltimore City continues its concerning rise.
This is something we deal with every single day.
Following a violent week that's already seen multiple people shot.
Pain, trauma, pain, trauma.
Pain, trauma, pain, trauma. But if I said that, guess what I would be called? A bunch of names. A bunch of disparaging names. Pain, trauma, pain, trauma. You see how they play? This guy, he don't have to be subjected to all that. He there on the ground. He telling you what it's like in the stand. But me, I tell you, you just hate yours. I hate myself. So if I hate myself, what is this? What kind of hatred is this guy have for himself?
Pain, trauma, pain, trauma.
Including a 20-year-old man who was killed in a triple shooting Thursday night on Reisterstown Road near Bryant Avenue. That shooting, one of several that happened within hours of each other, but it's when children are in the line of fire.
Everything stops when a child is shot.
That has Andrew Muhammad preparing to take action.
When we hear that kind of violence taking place or that situation, we have to respond.
When we hear this type of news, we have to respond. I agree, Andrew. Where's your support, man? Where's the people, the celebrities? Where all the pasty liberals that march with you when a criminal gets shot while he's wrestling with a cop over his gun? Or the body cam footage ain't been released yet. And we just going by some lies told by the family who wasn't even on the scene. He wouldn't do nothing like that. And all the pasty liberals is out protesting with you. And all the athletes is tweeting. Well, you're right. When a child gets shot, we do need to respond. But why is it only you? And we our us. We, our, us program. Where we at? Where our at? Where us at? LeBron James, Colin Kaepernick, BLM. Where everybody at? It ain't even no podium. You know, usually they got a podium. Crackhead OD in the back of a squad car is a podium full of people. Al, Ben, everybody up there. The Raptivist, Killer Mike, T.I., Mike Song, everybody up there. Kid get shot, this brother. Ain't nobody in a country mile of this guy, man. Golly, it literally looked like that's not even like a real background. It looked like one of them Photoshop backgrounds. Like he on a green screen. It looked like a Bob Ross painting behind this guy, man. What's going on, man?
Everything stops when a child is shot.
That has Andrew Muhammad preparing to take action.
When we hear that kind of violence taking place or that situation, we have to respond.
That's why his group, We Our Us, is hosting a community engagement walk starting in East Baltimore.
We would like everybody to show up tomorrow at 1400 Federal Street.
Walking 1 mile through the streets before ending at the very location where 4 children were shot Tuesday night on Milton Avenue.
That's one of the first things. We want to embrace the family, find out how we can help them to deal with this trauma. Then secondly, we want to organize men and women who basically is sick and tired of this violence that's taking place. The goal for us is not to give up. My son, your son, Doc's son, we got to let them know, our wives, our children, that we're going to make a difference. We're going to go out fighting.
And the event will begin tomorrow at noon. Reporting live from downtown Baltimore tonight, I'm Trey Ward. WBAL TV 11 News.
KPIX 5's Daw Lynn is live at Oakland Police Headquarters with what neighbors are demanding. Daw.
Juliet Bryan, neighbors are tired of living in fear. In the short term, they want to see more police patrols and traffic calming measures to deter some shootings around that intersection. Folks who live near Ritchie Street and Neap say sometimes it feels like a war zone.
Inside in my bathroom. If I was in my bathroom, I would have been shot.
My sister's house over there, bullet went through her window.
What I tell y'all about David, y'all Pharaoh. Y'all did not build those pyramids. Okay? You did not build the pyramids. Okay? 2.3 million stones, all weighing between a ton to 10 tons, dragged 100 miles from a quarry after being cut out of the quarry to a spot and stacked on top of each other perfectly. Come on, man. Y'all didn't do that. Stop that. Stop naming yourselves Pharaoh.
My sister's house over there, bullet went through her window.
All of a sudden, some machine gun goes off. I don't know whether to lay on the floor.
We're scared, but at the same time, we're very angry.
Angry because of the weekly shootings at the intersection for the last month. Police believe it's gang-related, and they're likely retaliatory shootings.
Right there, you can see the actual bullet holes. So that was from a couple weeks. My aunt right there, her windows, they were shot out.
About 30 fed-up neighbors met with us. Every person here has a story of a close encounter.
They shot my car, put a hole in the motor and ruined my car.
I have a bullet through my living room window.
Each one of these people is wokety woke. It was talking that George Floyd defund the police. We need to reimagine. This is what they say out there. Reimagine policing. Okay. I'd like to hear one person on here, not even defund the police, just say reimagine police. They ain't gonna say it. Because right now, they need the police, and they know it. So all that reimagining of police, reimagine policing. Policing doesn't have to be cops. It could be preventative. What about all the preventative? Allocating money to preventative solutions. Now y'all want cops, and each one of y'all was wokety woke and talking all that. I don't feel sorry for y'all. Go gang, go. Gang, gang. Keep doing what y'all doing. Gang, gang.
There was a nearby shooting during our interview today.
It takes a lot more effort, and you can hear gunshots right now.
Look at him. He's so happy. Look. Proof. Send help. Nope. Nope. You California liberals, deal with it. Form a militia. Do something. Don't send $1 of funding to these people. No, they this is what they asked for. This is what they getting. Don't send them nothing. Let them figure it out. Let them reimagine how they're going to work this out. Sink or swim. Maybe these people need to go approach the thugs and the gang members and tell them, what they feel. Give the thug members and the gang members a piece of your mind, like you did the police. Because you was all up in the police face, yelling and screaming, throwing stuff at them, especially on the West Coast, California, Oregon, Washington State. They was all like they were going hard on the police, throwing things at them, cursing them, taking over their police stations. They went hard out west. So we know you can do it. And remember, the police, they're killing people for no reason, and they're a big threat. So while you guys were throwing stuff at them, breaking the windows in the precinct, spitting on them, talking cash, sugar, honey, iced tea about them every chance you get, I mean, talking bad about them. Do those same things to these thugs and these gang members that got you where your kids can't play outside, where your kids got to sleep in the bathtub, where your house is riddled with bullet holes. Do that with them.
It takes a lot more effort, and you can hear gunshots right now.
Enough is enough, and I don't think the kids and families in our neighborhood should be living in a lawless environment.
Neighbors blame gang and drug activity. In the short term, they want cameras at the intersection, more lighting, more police patrols, and traffic enforcement.
Just think about the audacity of these people. More lighting, cameras, police patrols, traffic. This stuff costs money. So if you're in California, these people are asking for money, tax dollars, for something they said they didn't want. And they didn't just say they didn't want it. They protested, marched, burned, looted. They want cameras. They want supervision. When during the protest, they were talking about, hey, people always looking at Sun people and POCs and hombritos like they. Well, now you asking for them to be monitored. Traffic and route enforcement. So you want the cops to be petty. That's basically what they're saying. They want petty cops. They want, somebody going 35 and a 25. Pull them over. Somebody driving around with a bumper hanging off. Pull them over. A tail light out. Pull them over. Some other code violation on their car. Pull them over. The audacity of these people.
In the short term, they want cameras at the intersection, more lighting, more police patrols, and traffic enforcement. The city approved adding more speed bumps on Nay and a roundabout at the intersection, but construction is pushed back to 2023. Neighbors want them now, believing it'll deter the bad guys from using their street.
I'm fed up too.
Councilman Lauren Taylor represents this area. He says the police will increase presence. The city also just expanded the shot spotter technology to this intersection. The councilman also secured a few additional resources for this area.
So they got all this technology coming. All this, the shot spotter, speed bumps, a roundabout. Look at all it takes for these people to just feel moderate. This isn't going to change nothing, really. This is just going to make it moderately safe where you can just at least sit in your living room and watch a movie in peace. You can't walk the streets at night, but you can at least sit in your living room. You can't go out at night, for a bite to eat, but you'll at least be able to, if you're in the house by sundown, you'll be pretty cool. Look at all it takes for that. And these people had the audacity to say they don't want no police.
The city approved adding more speed bumps on Nay and a roundabout at the intersection, but construction is pushed back to 2023. Neighbors want them now, believing it'll deter the bad guys from using their street.
I'm fed up too.
Councilman Lauren Taylor represents this area. He says the police will increase presence. The city also just expanded the shot spotter technology to this intersection. The councilman also secured a few additional resources for this area.
There are some things that are in the way, and I'm working hard to remove those obstacles and work with the city administrator.
So, Dodd, do the neighbors think those solutions that the councilman talked about will actually work?
It's a step in the right direction. I don't think it's enough. For example, Councilman Lauren Taylor is trying to pressure the city roundabout before 2023. Neighbors say they want it now. They've been waiting for many, many years. Also, those neighbors want long-term fixes, programs and jobs for those kids to get away from the streets.
Yeah.
Look how quick they turned woke. Programs and jobs for delinquents and hoodlums. They always want to look out for the programs and jobs for delinquents and hoodlums. They don't want your programs. Don't you get it? Don't you get it by now? They don't want your services. They all got 20 pairs of $300 tennis shoes, designer jeans, and this and that. They don't pay rent nowhere anyway. The only bill in their name is their cell phone bill. Okay? They got girls fighting over them. They're living the good life, man, as far as they want, as far as they're concerned. They don't need no degree, or no career path. They're not thinking about that. They don't want that stuff.